Over 3 dozen countries in the world are now operating armed drones. Many countries who does not possess the armed drones technologies have turned to China. India, which ventured late in the development of drones, is now looking to procure them to fulfill its armed forces requirement. Hello and welcome back to your own channel Indian Defense Analysis, where we bring to you all the latest development happening in defense sector. Today we are going to discuss about a defense deal worth $3 billion to procure 30 armed unmanned aerial system. Back in November 2020, Indian Navy has leased 2 Sea Guardian drones to enhance surveillance over the Indian Ocean region. Impressed with its performance, Indian Army, Navy and Air Force are now looking for a joint procurement of 30 armed versions of the American unmanned aerial system, and the deal is projected around $3 billion. There are already discussions and arguments going around this deal, as $3 billion seems to be very high for 30 armed drones. However, we'll talk about the cost later. First, let's try to understand what are all the capabilities it has to offer and why it is important for Indian Armed Forces. Talking about this defense deal, India is looking to acquire 30 MQ-9 Reaper or Predator B drones, 10 each for Army, Navy and Air Force. The MQ-9B, Sky Guardian or Sea Guardian, or sometimes called Predator B, is an unmanned aerial vehicle capable of remotely controlled and autonomous flight operations. It is developed by General Atomics Aeronautical System (GAASI) and used extensively in United States Air Force (USAF). It can attain a maximum speed of 210 nautical miles per hour and has endurance of 40 hours. The Predator B drones can operate at an altitude of over 40,000 feet. Powered by Honeywell's TPE 33110 turboprop engine, it can carry a payload of around 4,800 pounds. It comes up with an impressive 9 hard points, 8 on wings and 1 on the centerline. The MQ-9B is the best in its class, and Chinese or Turkish counterparts are nowhere close to its capability. The procurement of MQ-9B will give India an upper edge over its imminent rivals China and Pakistan, who are operating the Chinese Wing-Lung drones. The deal is much needed as a stopgap measure for our armed forces for their UAV requirement. While the price definitely looks expensive, however, this includes setting up ground stations, associated equipment, ground control hardware, PBL, support equipments and weapons that makes it useful. If you look at the other countries' deal, it's almost similar in terms of cost. While we are in process of procuring this high-tech UAV to fulfill the existing need of our UAV in armed forces, we should accelerate the indigenous UAV development projects such as Rustam 2 and Ghatak UAV. It is also important to notice the timing of this decision, as it's coming right after the news of US Secretary of Defense Lloyd Austin's visit to India later this month. The Defense Security Council (DAC), led by Defense Minister Rajnath Singh, will soon take final decision on this deal. This was today's update. Please let us know what is your views about these in comment section. Feel free to post your comments and suggestions about any topic related to defense sector on which you want to hear from us. With this, I would like to say goodbye and Jai Hind, friends. Please like and subscribe our video if you have not done already. We will be soon back with more interesting and amazing development happening in defense sector.